Welcome to my channel, Handmade by Alexis Renee. I'm going to show you how to make a mini boxy bag. I will put the measurements in the description, and that's all the stuff that it fit, all my lipstick, mascara, eyelash curlers. So first we're going to quilt a piece of fabric, just like I'm doing. I do straight lines. You can do, diagonal lines, whatever you want to do. That's just how I like to do it. And we're going to do it like this and keep doing it till you get that. It looks really pretty. So now I'm going to attach the zipper. That's my zip pulls. And then these are the end pieces that I put over the raw edges. You'll see later in the video. Okay, so zipper teeth down always, down to the front side of the bag, and then you're going to put the lining piece on top of that, and I like to clip it, so I skipped past that so it wouldn't be so long. Here I am just sewing across the line where the zipper is, right next to the teeth, so the bag will attach to the zipper. And then I'm going to do that on the other side. Okay, so once you get that other side attached, fold it out like this and top stitch both sides. So it looks really nice and it pushes all the fabric down and it just gives the boxy bag a really clean, finished look. I'm going to sew down that side and then I'm going to do the other side as well. And then I'll show you what that looks like at the end, or like now, I guess. There you go. And we're going to attach the zip pulls now because it's easier to do it now, in my opinion. And I just like to do a quick stitch back and forth to really put it on there so it doesn't fall off or move and it's nice and straight at the end. This part's a little tricky because you have, the loose end of the zipper. But I figured out how to do it. You just work with it a little bit. So now we're going to fold everything like a taco in a way. And so see what I'm doing? Pretty sides together. I'm going to sew across that line at the bottom of the boxy bag. And then after I'm done with this, I'm going to do the other side because you have to do that side. Leave a hole though. Leave a hole in the middle of the fabric so you can turn the boxy bag right side out at the end. Okay, now we're gonna sandwich everything together. You can see how I sandwich it. I tried to show it as best as I could. But line everything up to the zipper pull where the zipper is and then do the other side. So we're just gonna make I call it like a boxy bag sandwich. And we're gonna sew that shut at the end. We're gonna sew the ends shut. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But it's super worth it. So just keep going, keep going. And then we're going to do the other end. Just like that. So we're going to end up cutting the excess off, the parts that we don't need. And then on each corner, we're going to take off about a half an inch or 1.5 inches. So yeah, we're going to take off 1.5 inches of each corner. So that'll make our little boxy bag. So look right here, I'm going to show you what I do. I like to mark it with a pen. So let's see here. I have a measuring thing on my sewing machine. And that's how I do it. Boom. And then I just do that on all 4 corners. That might cut off. Oh yeah, see, it's there now. I like to pull it right sides out because I like to sew the edges with the pretty side fabric like that. Look, I'm going to show you in a minute. So I just make sure everything's nice and neat. Yeah, so I'm about to sew that. And then that piece I showed you in the beginning, we're going to use that to cover the raw edge. Basically like a bias tape. We're going to use a bias tape we made ourselves and put it over the raw edge. It's about, I would say, a two and a half inch piece of fabric, just folded 4 times so it doesn't have a raw edge. And then I line that up really well, and I think I moved my camera so it'll focus in a minute. Yeah, there it goes. And then we're gonna sew that all the way down, and then I like to cut it really nice, like see how I'm going across the diagonal, and it makes it really nice. And we do that to all 4 corners. Oop, I didn't show that. But yeah, we do all 4 corners and it looks really nice. I add my I add my label in the middle of the bag. I just think it looks nice there, so that's where I put it. And then, you sew the inside shut, close up all your raw seams. And then you have a little mini boxy bag. It's cute. It fits all my stuff and it's perfect. I love it. I hope you love it too.